This is Top 10 Takes, where we give you the top 10 takes of the day in 10 minutes. Let's get to it. At number 10, Jumpman. Michael Jordan and the Jumpman symbol, as well as the swoosh from Nike, are pretty much synonymous with each other. Before Jordan signed with Nike and built that Jordan brand empire that we've all come to know and love today, and are frustrated when we can't get the sneakers we want because of bots, but that's another situation. Jordan was rocking a variety of different brands such as Converse and Adidas. For example, during the 1983 Pan Am Games, when he played for Team USA and got his first gold medal, he was actually lacing up a pair of Converse All-Stars. The die-hard sports memorabilia collectors can rejoice because this actual pair that he rocked during 2 games of the tournament is now being sold via auction. The kicks are $12.5, and if you're trying to cop, you gotta drop 10 bands. At number 9, if you're not familiar with the Netflix film Extraction, it's about Tyler Rake, a fearless black market mercenary who embarks on the most deadly extraction of his career when he's enlisted to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord. The Chris Hemsworth-led film now has a new star joining the cast, Idris Elba, for the sequel Extraction 2. Yes, Sirski, the star of Luther the Fallen Son, is reteaming with his old Thor partner Chris Hemsworth in the super duper action sequel. Outside of the marketing with Arnold Schwarzenegger meeting up with Chris Hemsworth in the elevator, I really like what they did with the marketing for the official teaser. They don't really give away too much. You see Chris or his character Tyler fighting against some riot police, you know, doing the action hero thing, one dude beating up a bunch of dudes, and then you see a little bit of the plot, just enough for you to wait until June 16th when it hits Netflix. At number 8, for a certain cross section of like basketball nerds and Succession fans who need another quippy, power struggle heavy series in their lives, it was all about Winning Time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty. Now, Lakers lovers, Celtics haters, whoever you are, season 2 is coming later this summer. Even though HBO hasn't announced the exact release date, they provided Esquire with an exclusive first look at the season, and it's painful. All of the writers at Esquire are really high on the series. One of the things that they all said in unison is that you really get to see inside of the basketball side of things, as well as the storyline of their interpersonal lives and how those all intertwine. But specifically, the writers are really happy about the Bird relationship, and I'm stoked for season 2. At number 7, Beetlejuice. In case you haven't heard, the classic film Beetlejuice from the 80s about the spirits of a deceased couple that are harassed by an unbearable family that have moved into their home after they die is getting a sequel with the Tim Burton and Jenna Ortega, and of course Michael Keaton. He's super enthusiastic, super litty about working with his old friend and extremely talented director Tim Burton. They have a real organic feel to this sequel. They wanted to do everything the way they did the original. It's been in development limbo for some years, but they're finally shooting it. But just like the original, just literally getting into the essence of what made Beetlejuice the classic that it is today. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with Natalie Portman's role, and especially Jenna Ortega, because she is a superstar on the rise. At number 6, they are never, ever getting back together again, and that's on Bro. Taylor Swift and Matt Healy are shaking it off. That was bad. But literally, the relationship is over between Taylor Swift and Matt Healy, according to a friend close to the Sitchy. Taylor Swift is in fact single again. It was a pretty whirlwind romance from the beginning. Just last month, Mr. 1975 himself popped up at all of Tay-Tay's Nashville concerts, right on the heels of the news that she split with buddy Joel Alwyn after 6 years together. I didn't even know they were together for that long. From then on, Maddie and Tay, they were pretty inseparable when she wasn't performing. We saw them out in NYC multiple times, double dating, and they even hit up the stew. No telling what caused the breakup. Could have been the kiss that Matt had. At number 5, Pete Davidson and Colin Jost don't know what to do with the $200,000 ferry that they purchased. But Pete has some other smoke he has to deal with because Peter is now an op after listening to the voicemail he left them.
Hi, my name's Pete Davidson. This message is for Daphne, the team. Thank you so much for making comments publicly that I didn't adopt a dog. I just want to let you know I'm severely allergic to dogs, so I have to get a specific breed. I'm only not allergic to Cavapoos and those type of dogs. And my mom's dog, who's 2 years old, died a week prior, and we're all so sad, so I had to get a specific dog. So why don't you do your research before you create news stories for people, because you're a boring, tired you, and suck my dick.
End of message.
Whew. Okay, at number 4, USA Basketball has released their 8-man roster for the FIBA game, starting with my guy Anthony Edwards. AE 6'4", 225, averaged 24, 5, and 4 last season. He's about to be a breakout superstar. Then we have Tyrese Halliburton. The Indiana Pacers, 6'5", 185, averaged 20 points, but an impressive 10 assists last season. Then we have my guy AR-15, who had a breakout playoff season this year. Jalen Brunson from the New York Knicks, aka the Brunson Burner. Mikal Bridges, aka Brooklyn Bridges. Bobby Portis. He's the mayor of Milwaukee, everyone knows that. But he's also a stretch four, which is needed in international competition. Jaren Jackson, the defensive player of the year. Brandon Ingram, who I call Baby KD. The last 4 spots are up for grab. At number 3, Kyrie Irving, aka Kai, has been rumored to try to start some sort of transaction trading thing with LeBron James and the LA Lakers. Unfortunately, the Lakers are going to stick with their core of AR-15, Rui Hachimura, who had an amazing breakout playoffs as well, and Vanderbilt, who's a good defender, as well as Dennis Schroeder, who put in crucial minutes on the defensive end, and D'Lo, who is an offensive mastermind. As much as I would have liked this to go down and so we could repeat what happened in 2016, which was my favorite finals, even being a Bulls fan, I don't think it's going to happen. But for basketball fans, we can dream or just go to YouTube and watch the highlights from that championship. Gotta love it. But don't forget, Nuggets Heat tomorrow night, game 3. And at number 2, Apple Vision Pro. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. Take my money, please. It's $3,500, and the things that it can do are just absolutely mind-blowing. Now, there's a lot of VR and AR headsets that are available, but none of them that allow you to play NBA 2K on a huge screen. I don't want to say infinite, a customizable screen is pain, bro. Gangsta, feel me? Apple had their worldwide developers conference where they introduced the Apple Vision Pro with spatial computing, the 15-inch MacBook Pro Air with the M2, Mac Studio with the M2 Max and M2 Ultra, and Mac Pro with the M2 Ultra. They also previewed iOS 17, iPadOS 17, macOS Sonoma, and watchOS 10. But of course, the belle of the ball was the Vision Pro. This thing is ridiculous. I need it now. But at number 1, how can she lose if she already is chose? Right now, her collab with Taylor Swift is number 2 on the charts. Boy's a Liar with Pink Panthers is number 3 on the charts. And Princess Diana with Nicki Minaj is number 4 on the charts. Like, gosh, she's killing it. Her breakout hit Munch just went gold, and she hit IG with a photo carousel to celebrate, looking absolutely splendid as always. To have 5 songs in the top 5 in 1 year is extremely difficult. So kudos to her. Isis Nyjah Gaston is her government name. She's from the BX and she's doing what she do. No, but seriously, This girl is on the rise, and I really love her persona and how she exudes effortlessness. And she's the face of Q-Core. She the one. And that's Top 10 Takes. See you mañana.